whether we are going live or any more things to be done. So yeah,
And also, we're going to check the audio.
yeah. So
Okay.
can you see that? Not it? Yeah.
Yes.
Check that now.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, you should check the audio first.
Hello, everyone. Let's wait.
That's amazing.
Let's wait for a couple of minutes.
All
Everything
the technical check, guys.
audio, audio system.
Yes, all good. Amazing, amazing. So we are Maddie and Sudha. Before we start, we usually do this. Yeah. That's amazing. So we are Maddie and
Sudha here.
from Pioneer
Pioneer
Prosperity
Prosperity Movement.
Movement, Freedom Specialist. This
This
is
is our 117th episode, Sunday Business Life, continuous Sunday Business Life. We were very proud to say that 117, so that's over
mm,
2 years. It's
mm.
over 2 years mark. We started this and it's going on continuously and going very well. And those who have watching for the first time, jumping on live for the first time, or if you're watching afterwards, a hashtag reply. If you're jumping on now, say a wave or hello.
Say hello, where you're tuning in. Talk to you. Shoot, we are going to bring in so much of valuable information, insights, and as well as a wisdom, I could say, because definitely I'm saying that you don't know this, because I don't know this. You don't know. Do you know this? No.
Not a bit.
No, we all don't know this because we have been conditioned other way around, completely on the other side, completely on the flip side, I could say that. So when I came to know, that is where it made us to realize that wow, we are completely on the other
Opposite.
side of the coin, whereas the life is actually on the other side, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have not been taught anywhere in the school or university. We have not been told by the parents, not to blame them, because they don't know about that.
They belong to the whole different generation,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So we can't really
Blame,
expect
it's not,
them.
we can't
Yeah.
blame them. And
Yeah.
as well as we, none of our friends or family or anyone told about it, or even the society, because that's where they're hiding, so
And also saying that,
mm,
we can't say our parents
mm.
didn't teach us. They belong to a whole different generation where there's a lot of changes happened.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
because you know about what happened in the, but anyway, so this live session is basically
Who?
for whom are you wondering about, why you always having no time to spend for yourself, or to spend for with your family, with your kids, or with your newborn, or with your friends and family. If you're such kind of person, this is for you. And also, if you're wondering that, or if you're worrying that how much ever you make money, how much ever you work hard in the job, how much ever you bring in the money, it is always not enough, or you're always struggling, or you're fitting in, you're budgeting too much to
Mm.
make the ends meet. If you're saying yes for this is the live session for you, where we are going to unlock so much of information related to how to unlock this, how to open up and optimize and maximize your time and as well as your money towards abundance. We are not saying that time in abundance, because knowing that time is so limited here. What I mean to say is, time is what we got is only how many hours?
24 hours in a day, and
If
then
you are
we have
living
to
in the world, of course
fit
you are.
everything. Yeah.
Under the sun, we got only 24 hours a day. The time is limited, but we can optimize the time, we can maximize the time to become more productive rather than becoming busy. Because people confusing that I'm busy, I'm just moving around, it doesn't mean that you're productive. Don't confuse mood with progression, don't confuse busy with progression. No, not at all. If you're keeping yourself busy, occupied, and getting carried away, that's not going to help you at all. Rather, how you can be productive by optimizing and maximizing your time is the biggest thing here. We are going to bring it to here. And at the same point of time, money is in abundance. Yeah. So let's jump on straight away. So it's going to start
We
from
also have an agenda for today's. session.
because we would like to stick on to the topic and we would like to bring it within 30 to 35 40 minutes time. So let's dive in straight away. So we got four agenda here, as we said before. If you are watching live, hashtag live. If you're watching replay, hashtag replay. And then where you are tuning in from. And we got four agenda now. One is we're going to touch on the money mindset and the shift that you require here to open up yourself towards abundance. And then the second one is trading time for money versus OPT and OPM.
Mm.
We're going to say share with you what does that actually mean. And the third one is building a thriving business with our patented global business. And the fourth one is aligning your life with your values. That's a very important. Values means authentically and truly by being you yourself. Yeah, so these are the four main important things that we are going to share with you today. So first talk about money mindset. What is this you to know? Yeah, that's
Mm.
a very important thing, guys. You must now, this is the time to aware and realize how far unknowingly you are yourself blocking you from receiving the money. You want to say anything about it?
Money has always been a subject or a topic which is not spoken
Wait,
very
wait, wait,
much.
wait.
Yeah.
How dare you can talk about money? How rude you are going to talk about money? No, we don't want to talk about money in open, right?
Yes,
How many of you are feeling it? If you're feeling it, type yeah or yes, I'm feeling that. You're so rude to talk about money. How much you're earning?
that is the very rude question.
That's a very rude question, right?
Confidential and also privacy.
The system has told that it is PNC.
Mm.
That is not PNC, guys. That is the what you must talk about. Because we have been fed in such a way that it is not at all PNC. It is not private and confidential, because when people start talking about it, eventually they get to know how far they can make money instead of living or surviving with what they can make only. Yeah, they're budgeting it. So we are not rude, but at the same time we are going to unveil to real make you to realize and aware about it. So yeah.
It's always been a taboo topic, money, and also like religion and other few other topics. It's
Yeah.
always been a very, very taboo to discuss about, even in a group of friends talking together. They avoid as much as they can about talking about money or how much you're spending or but they're very proud to show off like what they bought recently, a car or a house. But when about money, what you invest on, what do you spend and things like that, it's always been a topic which is not really discussed.
Hmm.
And most of the time it's the way we grew up, and all the stories we've been telling over and over to ourselves, and also what we hear or listen to
What you've
all
been
the while.
injected to.
Yeah, all the while, which is ingrained, like neighbors, a society, friends, a friend's parents, your parents, your grandparents, all of those. So
So
those are the
in
stories.
saying that,
Mm,
now you can easily resonate to what I'm going to say.
mm,
Too much of money is not good.
mm.
Money is
It's
evil.
evil.
Why you want so much of money? You are so greedy about
Greedy. Yeah,
money.
greedy. Yeah.
Why do you need that much of money? And then if you have money, you will not be a good person.
Mm.
You will become a villain. Yeah. Why I'm saying this? Because right from the childhood, if you watch any of the movie, worldwide movie, I'm not saying at one country, worldwide movie, if you say all the rich people are
Villains or
villains.
villains or all rich. Either way,
Either way,
connect to
all the
them.
rich people who are having money are villains. That's what been fed to us. And
And
there is a
also,
story. What
yeah,
is the story?
also very commonly saying is money can't give you happiness.
And what's the money doesn't grow in trees.
These are the things we always keep saying again and again, and from
No,
few other
I'm
ones.
forgetting about the story actually that I was about to say. Anyway,
Robin Hood
Robin Hood's story. What
mm,
the Robin Hoods does. Robin Hood
take
go
some money
and take the money, steal the money from the rich people
and give it to the
and
poor.
give it to the poor. He is stealing where he becomes what? Hero. He is stealing and giving it to poor. The Hood who is stealing the money become the hero, and the rich people who are asking about it become the villain. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
that's what we've been fed with. It kind of limited beliefs, and with that limited belief, and also one other thing I'm going to bring it to here. We always save money. We are
Mm,
living in a save heavy culture. Why I'm saying this? Because before 1970, President Nixon in US, I would say he is the one who completely changed the world's economy actually. Before 1970 or until 1970, there is a gold standard of money. So whatever the economics that you are reading about, or whatever the business strategies that you're reading about in the university, or economics or finance, whatever it is, has been read or has been written before 1970, when there is a gold standard. That time the money is limited. Yes, of course, yes, certainly. That's why people save money,
Mm.
saved money,
And it is also called gold standard.
gold standard.
Mm.
But once after 1970, President Nixon took out the gold standard of money.
Mm.
It means the money is getting printed every single day. How many of you know this? But you are still being injected,
Mm.
conditioned right from 20, 30 years, 40 years back from your parents, from your grandparents to save the money, in saying that with a scarcity mindset, with, oh, money is so limited. If you lose it, you can't gain it.
Mm.
You need to protect money. You need to protect
Protect.
money. That's what being said to us. Yeah, including to us.
We were there too
Money is
once.
so limited. You need to save money. If you can't save money, how do you expect that you, when you retire, what's going to happen? Yeah,
The,
and still the system is insisting you to do that. The bank is insisting you to do that. The bank itself is a corporate business, so they are insisting you the same thing, to inject you the same scarcity mindset. But they know the money is unlimited, but we know what we have been injected with. The money is scarce, money is less, money is limited. So what we do, we
save
go and
it.
save the money. How many of you saving the money? Most of you, right? Why? Because it comes with the scarcity
Scarcity
mindset.
mindset. Yeah.
When you have that kind of scarcity mindset, eventually you end up in saving money, but you don't understand that. Just a minute. You end up in saving the money, but you don't understand that the value of the money will not be the same. First of all, the money doesn't have the value. If you want to understand this, you need to read this book, guys. I'm going to recommend here Happy Pocket Full of Money. And there's another book called as Think and Grow Rich. If you read those two books, it completely shifts your mindset. Because now there is no gold standard of money, and the money is getting printed every single day in abundance. Even if you take all the money from the bank or whatever, still there is surplus amount of money for everyone around the world. Because money is in abundance, it's getting printed every single day. At the same time, who is determining the value of the money? You are not, the government. If you save around, say, for example, even $100,000 in the bank, do you think that in 5 years or 10 years time will be the value will be the same? No. Whatever is equal to 100,000 now, in 10 years time, it will not be even 20,000,
Mm.
because the value will just
Keep changing.
keep
Yeah.
changing, will come down. You know that. You know how far I'm not going to bring out the percentage and all, even though I know that. This is not the session. Whereas that's not going to help you at all. Yeah, you want to say something?
The money value change regarding that, everyone can very well understand, the inflation and things, how the prices become different at different times, especially
Yeah.
those who have houses or invested on a property, they will know very better. Something is not value
Mm,
as like before,
yeah.
so
Even
it
for us, been
changes.
saying that our house was the house that we sold before was 1.45 million. It was evaluated by last July sometime.
Last July,
Yeah.
yes,
And
yes.
you know that what happens in the last few months time.
Mm.
And whereas we sold by month of
March.
March, only for what, 950,000.
March, June.
Yeah,
Sorry, July. July.
July. In this month, this July, we sold for 950,000. Where is the 1.45 million and where is the 950,000? If you say that I'm actually having the house as a asset, that itself is not an asset. When you're paying a mortgage, that's a liability. And if you're relying on it, that value of the house is not determined by you, but by the system. And whatever the system is, inflation or deflation, whatever the thing it is, and they are determining the value. So instead of 1.45 million, which was evaluated on July 2022,
Two.
But now, in this year, June, within a 1 year span, it is reduced to nearly 500,000. So we sold it for $950,000 only. So what's the point of saving here? Think about it, guys. So money is in abundance. At the same point of time, you need to come out of the limited mindset with the saying that you need to save money. Once you lose is lose. No, once you lose, the time is that you lost, because the time is the only precious asset here. You need to shift that mindset. And in saying that, don't protect your money, protect your time, because money is in abundance. Once you lose, also you can gain back, you can earn back.
Or you can
Whereas,
multiple times. You can
yeah,
earn multiple folds.
you're going to show it to you how to do that. Whereas, protect your time.
Time.
That's what the second one we are coming up to. Protect, because once you lose the time, you can't gain back. You can't save the time. You
Mm.
can't control the time. It's not in your control at all. It just clicks every single second, like this. You can't control the time. It ticks, ticks, ticks every single second. You can't stop the time. So the only thing is, your valuable asset is
Your
you and your
your
time,
time.
not the money. So protect your time, not the money. You have been told to protect your money. So by means of you are saving the money, and you are just living or surviving with what you have. You don't know how to multiply it, and you're going and purchasing some liabilities with the instant gratification, instant pleasure, or unknowingly even, because that's what being fed to us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas you need to protect your time, not the money. Use the money to make more money by means of protecting your time. So coming to the second one now. What is the second one? Trading your time for
Mm.
money versus OPM and OPT. So last week, right? Not last week,
The week
the week
before,
before, we
we
shared with you about the cash
cash flow
flow
quadrant. Yeah,
quadrant.
we did.
If you don't know about this, a guy named Robert Kiyosaki has written a award-winning book, the most selling book, Rich Dad Poor Dad. I strongly recommend the book again, The Rich Dad Poor Dad. You must read it. It will enhance your financial literacy. If you have read before, go and read it again.
Again.
Because if you read it correctly and properly and understood it, you will not be struggling for money. You will not. You will be having abundance of money, and you will not be living with the time or financial constraints. So the same guy has written a cash flow quadrant book as well. Yeah, you want to say something?
No, it's read it again in the sense, like, some especially books about finance and things like that. When you read it when you're 18, that's a different story. But when you read it when you're 25, you understand, you comprehend as a different, because you would have been an employed or doing some small business. When you're 18, you are just out of uni or out of student. This is the way of thing. So read it again.
Again and again, because I'm reading the book. I already completed the second
Yeah,
time,
yes, I think
but
you
I'm
have.
started reading the third time as well.
Yeah.
This book. Why I'm saying this, because just reading once doesn't mean you're completing the book, but
Mm.
how far you internalize. Because when you're hearing something, when you're reading something, what you get is only 7% of it, not 93, not completely 100%, guys. Yeah. So because you must read it, do it again and again, over and over, because you're going to unlearn, at the same time relearn so many other important things. Yeah. So in the saying that, Robert Kiyosaki has mentioned very clearly in the cash flow quadrant, just to give you a brief idea about, he has divided the quadrant into four. The left side belongs to the employee and the small business
Business
owners
owners.
or self-employed, whereas the right side belongs to business and the investors. The main difference between the two different sides, the left side and the right side, is the left side people protect the money. The employees and the self-employed or small business protect the money by trading the time for money. I repeat again, the left side quadrant of people protect the money by trading the time, by selling the time for money on the left side, I mean to
Mm.
say.
Yeah.
Whereas on the right side is completely opposite. They protect the time and they trade money for more money. Did you get the difference?
Mm.
Here on the left side, the people are protecting the money because with a scarcity mindset. That's why you need to have a mindset shift, because to jumping from the left side to the
To
right
right.
side, it's not easy. Do you think it is easy?
No.
Because you need to unlearn, you need to unconditionally unwire the pattern of the conditioned life, inside you between the years. That's what the money mindset plays here. You need to protect your time from the left side to the right side if you want a bridge come into that place, because on the right side quadrant, the business people and the investors are protecting the time. That is where the OPM and the OPT comes.
And also the right side people are only 5% of the world's things, but on the left side there are 95 people, 95% of people. And from most of the time what happens is, people who are working in a regular 9 to 5 jobs, the maximum jump quadrant to the, again, in the same left side of self-employed or small business. So
Because they
it's
don't know the
just,
right side.
yeah.
Yeah.
So these people in the left side, the 95% of the people, is totally not aware of the people, because it's very less, 5%, the other right side of the quadrant. Most of the time they are not aware that there is other side exist. So most of the time is top from down, but still in the
Left
left
side.
side.
And even if they come across,
Mm.
at times, if they come across, because now everything is getting open,
Yeah, yeah.
even if they come across on the right side, they say, oh, that doesn't seem true. It is too good to be believed it is true, or it is a scam, or all those kind of things comes up. You know why? Because you rely on what you know only. If you don't know something, that doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. Keep this in mind. Did you get this? If you don't know something, that doesn't mean that it doesn't exist, because you are so much conditioned to on the left to be on the left side of the quadrant
Mm.
by the system, by the schooling, by the university, by the society, by the parents, by your surroundings. You have been so much conditioned to be on the either as an employee or to the small
Small
business,
business, yeah,
and you're
self-employed.
thinking that is what is life, and you're fitting in, and you're protecting the money with a scarcity mindset. But on the other side, the 5% of people who are business people and the investors are the real successes, because they are protecting the time by trading the money for more money. Whereas on the left side, they are protecting the money and they're trading the time. When you're trading the time, what happens? The time is limited and the time is also capped. When you're trading the time, you end up in no time. No time with your family, no time with your kids, no time with your newborn, no time with your friends and family, no time to pursue your passion. The stress builds up, the frustration builds up. You always keep yourself busy. Why? You're trading the time for money, and your time is capped. When you trade your capped time for money, you end up in being capped money. That is why there is a scarcity mindset. You always say that it's a hard earned money, and you always calculate if you are going to buy, say for example, $100 kind of product. You always calculate that, it could be like around 2 hours of
2
my
hours of
working
my
time.
work time.
You always back in your mind, that's what you calculate.
And some even was like, when the kids ask something, they even share that, if they're 10 or 12, they can understand, it's an hour of work, hour of employment. So sometimes they even to get this, I have to work for 3 hours in
Mm.
my work. That's even, I think it's even
Yeah,
was.
even saying that actually day before yesterday I shared my story. Like I just bought a thongs for 74.95. How much do you usually spend for thongs, guys? Probably around 20, 15, 20. Last time I bought for 35 was, wow, is it 35? Is it really worth it? Because 35 means it's around three-fourth of my hourly income. Do I need to really buy? It's just a thongs. Yeah? How many of you can resonate to it? You just drop it in the comment if you resonate to it. Yeah? But now, because of the mindset shift, because of the business that we are in the past 2.5 years, now I bought the thongs for $74.95. Doesn't mean that I'm lavishly spending money, but it means that I'm looking for the best product. I'm looking for the comfort of wearing it. Did you get what I mean? I'm not saying that if it is costly, doesn't it means it comes quality. No, I'm not saying that way. But I'm saying that here is the comfort which comes with that. When you start using that kind of product, you will not go back to the down one. Yeah.
Yeah, saying that, when we talk about before money
Mm.
mindset, it's always people's words comes like, oh, I'm not affordable, I'm not at this time, this is not the right time, maybe some other day, when I get that money, when I get that kind of money, I will spend on this. Those sort of words is deeply rooted.
Ingrained.
Yeah, that's the money mindset we're talking
That's
about.
why the one number one and number two is so much related to each other.
Mm.
Yeah. And what is this OPM and OPT?
Mm.
OPM is nothing but other. OPT, first of all, we'll talk about other people's time. That's what how the business people will do the business.
Again, the
They
right side
have us
quadrant.
the right side. We are talking about the right side quadrant.
Quadrant.
That's how we do. It means that we have a system which is called as automation, even in the absence of us,
Mm.
even in without the presence of active presence of us, the system will run by itself. That's what we call it as automation, 24/7 globally. Even when we sleep on the other side of the world, they're awake. We have a system which is going to run for us. Yeah, at the same time we use other people's time because we are going to work as a team, and that's how it's going to create a passive legacy income. Passive income. And not only passive income, we are going to introduce the legacy generation with the third step, passive income. And
When yeah.
OPT means other people's
Time.
time. And the next one is investor.
Mm.
So you want to say something in between?
No, the other people's time. What it in short means outsourcing.
Yeah.
So we use other people's time.
Yeah.
So that's like
Oh,
outsourcing.
you are actually stealing from other people. That's what you may think about, right? That comes from the, again, scarcity mindset. It is not that way, guys. We are saying about outsourcing. We divide the work. That's what is called outsourcing. We give a job to others. Outsourcing. Yeah, we spread. We just tell the people how to and develop their wealth. Outsourcing. Likewise, there we can say it in many other way. If you want in detail, we can talk it about later in separate things. So that's what's other people time. Other people's money is using the other people's money, making more money. Oh, how dare you do that? Yeah, you think about it, right? That comes from again the scarcity mindset. Because if you do it legally, yeah,
This is more about collaboration.
with an interdependent mindset,
That's
with a
what
win-win
we, yeah,
mindset.
that's what we say, other people's money. It's not like we're taking other people money. It's more of collaboration, and the system will collaborate, like money works and then more
Yeah,
money
the automation system.
comes. Yeah.
You very well said that it's not taking from other people. It's not like that, because you always think that if you take the money from one person, they will lose the money. I will No, no, I don't want to take. No, it's not like, even if you take the money from the other person, still the money will be available for them,
It
guys.
is more of a win-win,
Mindset.
not like one win and another one has to lose.
Yeah, it's not like that. Because if you say, if I take from there, it will be empty. No,
Mm.
because everything is in abundance. That mentality comes from the scarcity mindset. That's why the mindset shift is most important here. Now you know why you should not trade the time for money.
Mm.
Because if you trade a capped time, you ought to get is capped money. And if you trade your time, eventually you end up with no time with your for yourself, with your family, with your kids, with your newborn. And it's not going to change even after 5 years, even after 10 years, even after 20 years, even after 30 years. It is not going to change. Why? Because our experience even itself is an example for you. 20,
Trust us, we've been there. That's why we are so certain in saying that
how
23
many years?
years 23 years we've been in full-time job in healthcare, a field as a physios in different countries. 23 years we've already been in that path, and we decided it's not working, and then we moved to the other side of the quadrant.
I started working for 40 hours per week. Then I end up in working for how many hours? Almost 60
60
hours
hours,
per
yeah.
week. That's how the system works. What system? The system outside works, which will make you to forget your dreams, which will make you to forget your passion, which will make you to work hard in the job or in the small business, which makes you to trade your time, to sell your time for money, saying it is normal. It is not normal. So this is the time that you must wake up. You must realize why you don't are not having a time for yourself, for your time family, for your own kids, for your own newborn, for your friends, for your own passion. Why you can't pursue my passion? Because people always say that, oh, because we are in our week 11 of our full-time travel. We are going to travel for another 5 years. People always say that you are so lucky. We are not lucky. We created this kind of lifestyle. If you say it is lucky, yes, we are lucky in that way. We have created. When we are saying we are creating, it means that we had so much of ups and downs. We had so much of setbacks, because it's entire mindset shift.
And also, it's not a overnight happen. It like deciding full time travel and tomorrow we are gone. This is like 2.5 years of mindset work, and also working on ourselves and in our business, and setting up the system, which we always
Mm.
talk about automation. So it's like 2.5 years, and then we decided now
And
to
some
be
of you
free.
maybe is watching the, oh yeah, I've also done the full-time travel for 6 months. Yeah. Or 1 year. Yeah. 2 years. Yeah, that's right. But what's the difference is you saved money.
Mm.
Either you would have saved money by working in the job or for your small business, and then you just went and spent the money. Or you might be just going around and doing a job in here and there. Yeah. You might
And
be in either way.
yeah,
And
and also you finish that 1 year and go back to work.
go back to the same mundane life, knowing that that life is not actually giving a life of what you're after. Yeah. Can you listen to that? But we are not. We are living with the business because that's how the third point we're going to bring it in. So now you know why it is so must, and why you're losing the time, why you are having a capped money, and how far it is going to furthermore reduce your quality of life. Did you get it? You got this. So what is the solution for this? The solution for this is you must gradually, I'm not saying overnight, it is not possible. We don't have a quick fix. We don't rely on that. We are not a lottery mindset people. Some people say that if I win $50 million, I no. It's a mindset issue here. If you say money is the problem, money will always be the problem. Money is not the problem here. It's a mindset problem. That's why you need to shift your mindset. You need to flip on the other side. You need to shift your mindset from the left side to the right side of the quadrant. You need to protect your time, not the money. You need to save your time, but knowing that the time can't be controlled or saved. You need to optimize and maximize your time, not to save money. You might be saving the money in the bank, but the bank is multiplying your money for 10 times. Do you know that? I'm not going to touch on that, but I'm just saying that. You don't know this. Yeah. So coming back to the third point here, that's why you need to have a business vehicle.
Mm.
And that's how, like, going from the left side to the right side of the quadrant is not going to happen overnight. You need a bridge. That's the bridge that we have. That is a solution that we have. Now you know the problem. Now you know what happens even if you know the consequence of what happens even if you be there, either as the employee or either as a small business owner, by trading your time for money, by protecting the money. What happens even after 5 years or 20 or 30 years, you will remain the same. Maybe you will become financially here and there successful, but you'll be end up in the time poor, emotional poor, or health poor, or spiritually poor, or relationship poor. Yeah, because you're trading your time for money. So what is the solution for that? You must shift from the left side to the right side of the quadrant. The bridge, you need a bridge. That is what the bridge that we are having.
The right vehicle.
The right business vehicle, the patented business, which is nothing but building a thriving business with our patented business. When I say patented, you know what we are talking about. Patented business model. It's been in the globe for how many years?
Already 49 years. Next year will be 50th year.
And you'll be surprised, 49 years, you'll be surprised that this business plan is planned for another 500 years.
Still in the beginning.
Still in the beginning. Yeah, still in the beginning. Because when the Japanese building a company or business, they always build it for 300 to 500 years, 500 years,
It's always
generations.
generational,
Yeah,
they foresee for generational wealth or generational build up. Any companies they
that's why
start
always on the top.
start
Yeah, you know the difference between the China and the Japanese products and all. Yeah, okay, we're not going to touch on that. You need to understand this. So this business what we are is a patented, and it has got a 500 years business plan, and we are not trading time for money, and you can do it in your own pace from wherever and whenever. And you need to understand that you need to be coachable to understand the automation system, and you're going to be your own boss. You're going to protect your time to be with your family, to be with your kids, which starts with one time investment. It is going to enhance your wealth. And moreover, you get confused that wealth is just money. No, wealth is not just money. Wealth includes spiritual, mental, physical, emotional, and financial. Includes wealth. Whereas when you're in the left side of the quadrant, being as an employee or small business owner, you're just relying only on the financial wealth. That's why you're getting stressed up, frustrated, anxious, angry, health wise poor. Whereas when you're going to the right side of the quadrant with the business that we are in, which is a patented business plan and a patented commission structure, because we are affiliated to, I repeat again, we are affiliated
Affiliated.
to a high ticket product, which is in a high ticket company. Yes, of course, the product is involved, but we don't do a product promotion. We don't do a product selling or product marketing. We just show you the business service. It starts with a one time investment. I don't say it is free,
Mm.
but we can make it free. How? We are going to show it to you just by doing 8 sales, not by you, because we have a complete team who is going to take care of your sales call, who is going to take care of your sales system. That's what the automation system is. And if you do a just 8 sales, you will receive back the ROI, which
Mm.
can happen in 1 month, which can happen in 2 or 6 months time as well. ROI in 1 month by 8 sales, which can very well possible. I've seen people who are just done it in 18 days too, because it is a high ticket company which is having a medically graded product worldwide. Again, we are not going to talk about the product. That is not all, that and all the system, the expertise will do that. We don't talk about that actually, isn't it? Yeah. So that is what the business guys. So patented business structure, which gives a high commission, which is a high, patented commission, and also one other thing, it is not only going to give you a passive income, but also it's going to give you a passive legacy and generational wealth. It means that why I'm saying generation, because it is willable legally worldwide. It is willable. You want to say something on that?
That's it.
Passive legacy and generational wealth, because it is willable. Now you understood, right? So we are affiliated to our business is what is affiliated to a high ticket company, which is patented business and patented commission structure. As I said before, is going to yield you a passive legacy and generational wealth, and you can do it at your own pace. And there is no need of what is all. There's
No product marketing.
no product marketing, no
No
sales calls needed, and then what is
no
that?
inventory,
No
no
in,
shipping, no stock taking.
no de-leveling, no de-ranking, and all those kind of MLM stuff. No, it's not there. You can do it at your own pace. You can take a break, 6 months break, 1 year break, 2 year break. You can come back into the system. You can come back and do the business anytime, wherever, whenever you want. You get it? Oh, it's too good to believe to be true, right? If you're thinking like that, it means that you are so much conditioned to be on the left side of the quadrant. So that is what the third one is. The fourth one in saying that, aligning your life with your values.
Mm.
Aligning your life with your values, because the most important thing is the more and more you are being authentic by true to yourself, inner self, the more you gain, the more you become abundant. Why I'm saying this, because I don't know about you, how many of you, definitely most of you, when you are in the left side of the quadrant, being an employee or small business or self-employed, do you think that you are true to yourself? First of all, I'm going to give you the scenario. How many of you are applied for a sick leave without being sick?
Most of them. Almost, not
Almost everyone,
almost
right?
all of them.
Almost everyone. Even I did that too. You did that too, right? How many of you applied for a sick leave and taken a sick leave without being sick, and going to the doctor or medical practitioner saying that I'm just want a sick leave? Are you true to yourself? You're not. You're not authentic to yourself. And you're saying that it is normal. Yeah, everyone is doing it. I'm also doing it. That is what you're making you to be there always. Yeah, it happened to us too. But now we are so authentic to ourselves. We don't need to rely on that, because we are working hard on ourselves. Because your success, your financial wealth, your spiritual wealth, mental, spiritual, and financial, and emotional wealth all relies on who you are inside. How authentic that you are inside, how true you are inside, how much you are working hard on your inner self. Because your success is inside out. The more you're authentic to yourself, the more you're true to yourself, you will become more successful. And as I said in the third one, if you're if you're getting paid by being you yourself, do you neglect it? What do you think?
No.
I'm going to ask you this. You are getting paid with high commission of up to 6K per sale, without you are doing a sales call, without you are doing a sales promotion, without you are doing a product promotion. And if you are going to get a commission of up to 6K per sale by being you yourself, truly yourself, do you accept it or not? Don't you accept it? Don't you accept it?
Definitely, everyone will.
Think about it. So you're not trading your time for money, and you're being true to yourself, and you're not doing a product marketing, you're not doing a sales call, and you're not doing a means a sales promotion or anything like that. But at the same point of time, by being honest to yourself and living your life with your family and doing the business at your own pace and showing and sharing the values and the insights to other people and attracting the people, and you're getting paid for it, and you're using the social media, you're leveraging the social media. Oh no, I'm not a social media person. Then what is the social media is for? Social media is to be a social person, to share your insights and values. It is not friends, and it is not for friends and family alone. That is what the world is on the other side, guys. That is why the 95% of the people on the left side of the quadrant are holding only 5% of the economy, whereas the 5% of the people on the right side of the quadrant who are using OPM and OPT are holding 95% of the economy. So it's your choice whether you want to remain be on the 95% holding only 5% of the economy and struggling for money and protecting the money and lavishly spending your time and complaining with a victim mindset, or you want to use this bridge, you want to use this patented business plan and patented commission structure to bridge. And if you're being coachable, if you're being mentored, if you can able to mentor, if you can able to make the choice and decision by with one time investment which comes with a lifetime business plan, don't you shift to the right side?
Definitely, everyone should.
So it is your choice. It is a time now to make a decision whether you're going to remain being there in where you are and complaining that I don't have time, I don't have money, or you're going to make use of the opportunity which bridge you, which shift you, not only the in the money but also your mindset, which is you're going to help you along, and also completely to the entirely new person by being you as you. And you're getting going to get paid not only for you, and also it's going to help your generations as well, because it's going to yield you a passive legacy and generational wealth. So you are the one, if you feel deep inside you that you are the one going to completely change the trajectory of your not only your life but also for your generation, what they must do?
Reach us.
Riches. That's it. We will show you how to optimize your time, how to maximize your time, because that's what the topic is for, right? What's the
Mm.
topic about? Unlock.
Yeah.
Unlock how to make the time as an ally, and also how to make use of the money, how to optimize the money, how to maximize the money, how to attract the money, how to attract the abundance of money. Everything we will mentor you how you can do this business. What is this business exactly? We're going to show you to you all the factual information that you must know before even you make a decision. What is this one time investment and lifetime business? We're going to show it to you, and how it is going to enhance your health of,
And
and also how to do this business, how we can help you in doing this business,
mm,
and how much you can make money with this business when we talk about passive legacy and generational wealth, and also how
yeah.
many successes around the globe. Nearly 3 million people are doing this business around the globe with the product. So with this information provided, and when you see, you can't unsee. When you learn, you can't unlearn. If you're willing enough to learn, if you're willing enough to desire to change, from the left side to the right side of the quadrant. If you're willing enough to say that I am the one who is changing the trajectory of your family, then reach
Which is
us. Drop below the comment or either DM us
mm,
with the word freedom, because we are freedom specialists. We show you the way. By means of that, you can live your life to the fullest. So,
let's all succeed together.
and
And you want to play the?
yeah, that's awesome, amazing. So now
We've
you
covered,
learn all
yeah,
the things.
yeah.
So let's finish off the week
17th
117.
episode.